I don't have notes, but what I feel I got from the mindset part,
Mm-hmm.
it's on confirming and understanding better the power of scaling,
Mm-hmm.
the power of these tools,
Mm-hmm.
and the power of a organized, clear mind,
Yep.
of a recipe. So
Beautiful.
I think, yeah, that would be.
Like it's important that you gotta believe it, and I understand that you can back engineering it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really believing in the fact that you can actually do it because it's gonna happen in your head and in your heart before it happens in reality. So
When you trust your product, trust your idea, trust your service, that it's extraordinary, people buy that. Your trust, your confidence. If you are selling and saying like, oh, I think I have something good, but I'm not sure if you feel like, right? Look at Shalisa's face. She's like really like expressive, right? You don't buy. Now you have your first testimonial, which is you. Then when you have helped another person, then you have another testimonial. So then from proof, we move to the results. Then a lot of people, it's social proof. Hmm? Credibility, exactly. Okay? So some mental triggers are, you express them, okay? You can tell them in words, you can prove. Other ones are more subtle, okay? So for example, here by the fact of that we can all see each other, this is community. So I'm not talking about community yet, this is where we're going now, but it's something that you can see. For example, another one, authority. If I'm here with a mic, or with a camera, or with a team, with a whiteboard, this is instant authority. Okay, so when you, for example, do a presentation, if you can make it in a space and in a set that is like, wow, I don't know this person, but if he's with a camera and he's with a mic speaking in front of people, this person might know something about that stuff, right? So when you record videos, this is the difference between going like this on IGTV and being on a webinar at your home with your lighting of your place and be like, yeah, I'm gonna give you amazing content, and delivering the same amazing content in another set. So some of them are verbal, some of the mental triggers are subtle, are non-verbal, okay? So when you master the mental triggers, you can press them, press the different buttons without people even noticing. And the cool thing about mental triggers is that even if I'm telling you, look, for example, this whiteboard, this mic, these cameras is authority, you cannot make like, okay, I'm not feeling that. You know, it's, for example, if I tell you stories is a great way to connect with people. Stories is a great way to create emotional connection. You know? And after that, I tell you a story, and you are like, no, I'll try not to get emotional connected. You can't. You can't, okay? This is the cool thing about mental triggers, and that was why they work so well, because it's wired in our brain. So these strategies that we shared here, the mindset, the funnels, systems, ads, when you run ads, when you put your ads, when we have Hans on our Zoom call, you will see that Hans talks about the emotion, talks about how we can create that first contact, that first good first impression, because we only have one chance to create a good first impression, right? How we do that in an ad, then the team, that we talked about the team, and then the other part is community. For me, this one, especially nowadays, that we are so connected, but a lot of people are feeling lonely. Did it happen to you that you are surrounded by people but you feel alone? Did you feel like this sometime in your life? It happened to me, at least. You know, it's a moment that you are surrounded, you are attending social events, you have gatherings and dinners at your place, but then people leave and you're like, wow, I feel alone, you know? So all this work, but also the entrepreneur, the CEO, digital nomad, the person that's having this vision has to be aligned. Because I'm gonna tell you a story. Now, yeah, I'm gonna tell you a story. It's about when I had this company, because some people is like, okay, Mikel, if you had this company that was making money and you were being like successful, you were having a lot of clients, you had these 500 more clients, we were impacting, as I showed you the video on the WhatsApp group, we were having 1.8 million reach with our company, 7 million impressions on ads. We're impacting a lot of people. We had 100,000 subscribers. We still have like more than 80,000 if you look at the close company social media, because they are going down, but still there, the number. And how come I stopped working in that company? What happened? Is that I evolved. Everybody changes. Everybody's desire changes. And maybe you start now with this project, this amazing project that you are excited. It's like, wow, we're going to do this retreat. It's going to be 5 days. It's going to be in Tulum. It's going to be amazing. And then in 2 years, you feel like doing something completely different. It's happened to somebody this? You change your mind, right? So this is why I feel community, it's really important. Because I had some people around me that were telling me, Mikel, we see that you are procrastinating on creating videos. What's happening? Because I'm the cameraman. I mean, I'm grabbing the phone. I was like this, doing stories, 15, 20 stories every single day. Like 16,000 people were watching my stories every single day, like crazy. It's like, wow, a lot, right? And then I got like, I don't want to do this anymore. And people were like, Mikel, why are you not writing? Why are you not producing content? Why are you like postponing these webinars and this and that? It was like, wow. So I understood that procrastination is a gift. Who procrastinated sometime in their life? Who is a procrastinator in something, right? When we procrastinate, we sometimes try to fix, right? Should I fix this? Should I create new habits? And we look for tricks and tips and vlogs and videos. What do you do to overcome procrastination? Can you give some example of what you do to overcome it? Yeah. Jump and do it. What else? What are you doing to overcome procrastination? Read books. I procrastinate again. Gloria? Yeah. Okay, you go and I want answers now. Okay. What else over there when you procrastinate? Eduardo? Scheduling it. Yeah. Okay. And the thing is, that are cool strategies. Remember what you are saying? It sounds to me like how? Remember what we talked before? Imagine that instead of needing to schedule it and then watch the phone, I don't know if it's your case or not, but sometimes I schedule something as well to make it done, and I look at it and it's like, right? It happens. It's like, shit, why did I schedule that? It's like, I don't want to do it. Why am I scheduling that? Why am I doing this to myself? Right? Or I read books, but then I procrastinate again. It's like, how can I overcome procrastination instead of what? Instead of what? Instead of, another word, mix these letters. Instead of who? Guys, who want to scale here? Okay, then business owners, scaling is this mentality. Every time you find yourself, you catch yourself asking how, say, fuck, no, who? Who? If I'm procrastinating, it's because it's not your DNA, it's because something you don't want to do. Sometimes you do need to push. I mean, if you don't want to do something and you need to because you have to, you're the only person that can do it, then you have to push through, no matter what, right? You do the repetitions, you do the push-ups, you do the squats, you do the run, you gotta do it, period. But if it's something that you can delegate, why looking for the how? Just look for the who. I don't want to do my sales, then don't schedule a sales call. Just find somebody, that can do the sales for you, right? So this is what I want to stress here in this workshop, in this masterclass today. Who? When you start thinking about who, in my other company, and this is what I was telling you this, the who, I could not replace myself. So I was there talking about losing weight and about mindset around food and emotions around food, and people were seeing amazing results. People lost 12 kilos, 15 kilos, and maintained that for 3 years. 3 years without yo-yo effect, without gaining weight again. So the program was working really well. But the thing is, I was not happy anymore being there, the person. So that's why I closed the company, and now I'm selling it or see what I'm doing with it. But I wanted to take myself out of there because I felt miserable. The worst, and that was a sign. It was procrastination when I didn't want to do the videos, the live videos for the launch. And the number 2 sign when was, remember that I told you January 2019, I did my first 25K in 5 days, then another one, then another one, then another one. Then this one was the first one that I just covered costs. The worst launch in a year and a half. The worst. And I said, wow, this is a sign. So sometimes we see that sales are not going up, we are not scaling, what's happening? If you procrastinate, if results are not appearing anymore, look for that. It's a pearl, it's a gem of wisdom. Instead of fixing it, because we have our minds of how can I fix. You are not broken. You are not broken. These are just signs, symptoms that something deeper in a root is happening. Okay? So it's just looking at that. When I understood that this was a sign, instead of fighting it and be like, no, I'm going to prepare another launch, it's like, it's my time. It's to close the company. And I realized that I need to have a conversation with my mom because I started that project for my mom. My mom was the reason to start that. She was overweight, obese for 25 kilos for all my life, like 16, 18 years. I've seen her obese, and I wanted to help her. That's why I studied the degree, among other things, and I wanted to help her. And I had the conversation being like, look, I did all this stuff, I impacted all these people, I helped all these people just to show you that you can also do it, to inspire you, to create a community of 100,000 people, so you could see that it's possible for you and you're not changing. And she said, I'm not going to change. Don't bother. The best way you can love me is just respecting who I am. That was tough. I cried a lot that day. I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried. Yeah, I cried a lot that day. And I remember that was like the words that I needed to say, done. Nothing else to be done here, right? And again, it's something that if I was self-employed, centered on myself, I can find all solutions, I'm a lone wolf, I wouldn't have had this conversation with my mom. I wouldn't have had a conversation, honest conversation with my team. When they told me, Miguel, you are more out than in. You are more spending your time, energy in other projects, in other companies, in other teams, like the ones launching that I told you before, Product Launch Formula in Spanish, than here in your own company. It was thanks to them, community, and this, you will tell me this word, that I could change and I could unlock a new universe of possibilities. Okay? So that's why every single time that I'm like lost, I feel like I don't know what to do, I feel burnt out, I feel like stuck, instead of trying to find out the how, with my ego and my voice in my head trying to keep me down, so it's super difficult to counteract that, I ask, who can help me? Who can I have a conversation, honest conversation with? Who can be my, what? It starts with A. Advisor, I like it. What else? I like that one. I'm going to write it here. Angel, accountability. Accountability partner, somebody that can hold me accountable. And at that point it was like tough, because even though I had this bad launch, at that point we had self-paid funnels and evergreens and webinars and everything built out for 3 years, and we were having months of 5 figures, like more than 10,000 per month coming like automatic, passive. And it was like, what am I gonna do? You know, my fear of safety is like, oh, I want to hold into this money, but I know this is not what makes me happy. So I was feeling miserable because I was seeing money coming in. I was, waking up in the morning and be like, okay, 3 sales. And I was feeling, what's the point of all this, And when you feel like that, it's like, I don't want to chase money anymore. I don't want to chase money anymore. I want to chase the feeling of excitement with which I started 3 years ago with that company, feeling passionate, feeling that what I'm doing is purposeful, is meaningful, that helps people, that other people is happy, that I'm building a community I'm proud of, and something that makes me feel like I'm successful in my own terms, which is feeling purposeful, I know, we all know that we are not numbers in a bank account. Money just a vehicle to manifest, to make things happen. When you have 8 million, it's easier to make things happen than when you have 8,000 in your bank account. We all know that. But it's not the ultimate purpose, right? Who is with me? Who feels the same? Yeah. So that's why we ask the why, and these same questions what I ask myself. What's this thing? Because I was always focused on helping other people, helping others, helping others, helping others, and somebody asked me, another accountability partner, who helps you? Who's helping you? Are you helping yourself? What do you need? You don't have to fix us. You don't have to solve the world. You don't have to solve other people's problems. I'm talking about you. What? No. That person, that person, that person told me, yes, Shilis, I'm talking about you. That person told me, I'm talking about you, Mikel. I'm talking about you. What do you need? And I was like, wow. I want community. I want to feel like I'm inspiring other entrepreneurs. I want to keep growing as a digital nomad. I want to keep being challenged by sharp people that pushes my limits, that makes me feel like, fuck, I don't know this. I need to look for, I need to find the who, I need to find a team, I like to be engaged. I like to be like, keep growing. And she was like, then you quite know the answer, but I will let you tell me, what's your next project? I was like, I don't know. You do know. You do know. What's your next project? I was like, digital nomads, entrepreneurs. I want to be among them. I love them. I love having talks, amazing talks with brilliant people that challenge me, that open new possibilities, keep possibility alive. Wealth, spirituality, heart-centered, mind, alignment. That's why I love all of your projects. I want to know more of your projects. And I'm really excited that you are all here, because this is a dream come true, guys. This is a dream come true. If you told me 3 months ago that we would be here, it's like, no way. And here we are. So this is an applause from me for you. Thank you for being here. I love it. And right now, I feel like we have amazing time. Here we have something powerful. Did you get value from all that we saw today? A lot of content, right? Valuable. This is nothing. This is just the tip of the iceberg. This is just 10% because I have 8 hours or 6 hours, 7 hours. But before, do you want to know what else? Do you want to know more about EOS? I've been talking about EOS all this time. Do you want to know the power of all this that we are creating and how you can be a co-creator of all this? Who wants to know that? Okay, it's going to be in a few minutes, not now, but it's going to be here. Now I want to talk about community and accountability, because I think it's key. The mastermind. For me, this is the key word. Mastermind. Who participated in a mastermind before? You know what's a mastermind? Mastermind is like here. Somebody poses a problem, an issue they are having with their company, personally, whatever it is, and the other people are trying to find solutions and give ideas. Like the exercise we said before, okay, I'm having this breakdown. And we give 5 ideas, and boom, 7 ideas for Andres. Okay, this is a mastermind. We need a contact, boom, everybody brings contacts. We need automation, somebody did the automations, and boom, here you are, in 1 click, install them, giving you the automations you need, whatever it is. The mastermind is powerful. If you know Napoleon Hill, the book, Think and Grow Rich, talks about the masterminds. Because it's having access to people's ideas is like Google, like search engines there. And for me, this is something that I want you to consider when you're creating your extraordinary products or services, how you can add these masterminds in your program or service. Okay, consider it strongly, because it will give a lot of value to your audience, to your clients, and you will also be able to bring up the ticket, because this is even more valuable than each of you individually. The mastermind, if I disappear from here and I left you guys connected with each other, I know that in 3 months, it would be amazing without me being here, because you have more information, more contacts, more everything that I can have. This is the power of the community. And I want to give you the example of Club Vida 10, the other company that when we added masterminds and we added accountability, so we had the mastermind that was for knowledge, accountability. What else a mastermind generates? What do you think being part of a mastermind generates in that environment? Network, what else? Network, solutions, love it. What else? Entropy. Yep. What else? Purpose. Yep. Yeah, love that. What else? What else? Community. I would say another one. Assurance of what? Yep. Yeah, confidence. Confidence. Reassurance. Super boost? Super boost. Okay, and identity as well. Okay, because eventually your clients want two things. One, feel they are enough. We all want to feel we are enough, we are successful, we are respected, but we want to feel enough. That's why we chase things, to feel we are enough. And number two, to be loved. Period. Two things, two basic. If you boil it down to the basics, two basic needs of human beings, all of us, feeling enough, feeling loved. The rest are vehicles, things that come and go, etc. But these are the two things. So you can have this with the mastermind. From one side, you have the I feel enough because I'm getting the solutions, the knowledge that I need, the super boost that I need, so I feel I'm enough, I'm confident, I can do it. And the other one is feeling loved. This identity, being part of a group, this is strong. And creates trust and loyalty in your brand. Sometimes we want a brand that is like people buy once and again, and they become not just clients, but raving fans. When I'm creating a product or I'm creating an extraordinary product, a community, I'm looking for raving fans. I want to deliver so much value that people are becoming raving fans, that they are coming from wherever in the world. For example, the other company, they came, we had an event that it was Saturday and Sunday, and a guy from Mexico discovered the event on Tuesday, bought the tickets on Wednesday, and came Saturday and Sunday. You know from where? From Mexico to Spain. That's a raving fan. That's a raving fan. And I said, man, if you're coming from Mexico to Spain, I'm giving you the VIP ticket for free. I want to gift it to you. And he was there. He didn't even care. He was going to pay whatever it takes. I gifted him because I value when people is loyal and people is like really giving to the community and giving back. Because I don't believe in people just getting. The getters, I want to take from you. It's like draining. I don't want that in extraordinaries. I don't want that. I want people that are givers, because the more you give, the more you sow what you plant. The more you plant, the more you sow, right? If you want watermelons and you want 1,000 watermelons, you need to plant at least 1,000 seeds, right? And the cool thing is that if you want watermelons, you should plant watermelon seeds, because if you plant pineapples, shit, right? So you want to make sure you plant. I try to plant every single day goodwill. I try to plant trust. I try to plant honesty, integrity. When I give my word, that's why I also want to use this moment to apologize to all of you. It's something that I need, I want to do. I feel like I owe you an apology for what happened with the venue that we had 36 hours before the event. The thing that we knew that they were charging for the food, because the organization was too late. That was on my side. I should have planned this a month ago. I should have had the idea 2 weeks ago, and I proposed it, and it was New Year's Eve, and they gave me response back in the 5th and 6th of January, and it was the 10th, and everything was like quick. And eventually a free event that was going to be today got a lot of people pissed off, because eventually the cost of the food and all the stuff and the seats and all the furniture that we had to rent and everything, it's $35 per person, and people were like, wow, you said it was a free event, it seems like fake, it seems like this, like that, you know? And things happen, you know? So I want to apologize from that, because integrity for me is key, you know? When I say something, I do something. So thank you for understanding, thank you for being here. I appreciate that you are here, even though the communication, even though some people didn't receive the email, some people thought that it was in Straw Hat in center. I don't know what happened there. I have to figure out. I was here and I was like, how come? But it happened like this. And you know, for me it's super important that you promise something and that you over-deliver on that. You know, I believe in over-delivering all the time, and I know that the more I'm giving, the more I'm receiving, but without expecting it to receive. When I give, I give. Andres, look, I give you this. That's it. If you give me back, awesome. If not, awesome as well. You know? So what are the values I want you to write down? What are the 3 values, the 3 core values that you want to build for your community? Okay? Because you want to impact 10,000 leads, 20,000 leads, 50,000 leads, right? Have a lot of clients. But your brand needs to have values. This community needs to have a North Star. Some values that people in this community is like, look, whatever happens, whether it's a product, a webinar, an event, a communication, a call, whatever she is doing, or the company is doing, they are going to follow this, this, and this. For extraordinaries is integrity, it's honesty, okay? And it's about, what do you think is the 3rd one? Then I will ask you. Okay. Authenticity. It's a big one. Being authentic. Okay? That's it. This is me with my flaws, with events not going as planned and last minute changes. You know? I'm not perfect. I'm not. So I will disappoint people. People will be pissed off. People will like some things, not like some things. But each moment I will have integrity, and I will have authenticity and this honesty and respect for the community. What are yours? 3. Write it down, and when you have it, share with somebody new. Okay? So share with somebody new. What is this? What are these 3 values? Okay? And then we will put it together. What is the flavor, the taste, the smell, the senses that people will feel when they are in your community? Because don't forget one thing. People might rationalize the sale when they buy. They rationalize it, but the drive of that sale, of wanting to be there, it's emotional. You can give all the reasons, be like, look, you are saving all this money, you're saving all this time, you are making all this money, blah, 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 but it's emotional. If there's no reciprocity, rapport, no connection, no community, no growth, no accountability, no masterminds, no anything, no purpose, at least for me. Okay? So make sure you have these values clear, and with each action, again, you might fail, but you know what is your North Star. Like a boat, okay? Not all the times it's going to be pointing at the North Star. Sometimes it will have to go like this, to then go like this, and then back again, North Star. It's part of the journey, right? I wish always was a straight line. It is not. Sometimes you need to apologize here live. Sometimes you celebrate. Sometimes whatever it is, right? It's a roller coaster, the entrepreneurs. But what are your values? What's your North Star?